Hi, in this section I want to talk about an innovation that's going on here in New York State. So let's start with slide 26. So I want to provide some examples of how New York State has embraced innovation over the years and the tremendous impact it has had on our economy, our citizens, and society in general. From these examples, you'll see that government played a vital role in why we need to continue to be involved and have positive impact. During a Young America, New York State Governor DeWitt Clinton championed the proposal of the Erie Canal to give citizens an opportunity to increase their quality of life through useful transportation, new commerce, and growth to the industry. It was an uphill battle for the governor, but he recognized the benefits for not just New York State, but for the country. So even though the federal government refused involvement in the project, it did move forward. And what the result was that New York became the financial capital of the world, providing a critical supply line to help the North win the Civil War, and it triggered a series of social and economic changes throughout a young America. If you fast forward 100 years later, in 1956, the Federal Highway Act enabled New York State to build Interstate 90, which connects cities from Boston all the way to Seattle. Under the leadership of President Eisenhower, states were given the ability to build out this massive project. And more recently, here in New York State, the Governor Miriam Cuomo project is creating a state-of-the-art twin-span replacement for the 3.1-mile Tappan Zee Bridge across the Hudson River. After more than a decade of discussion and delay, Governor Andrew Cuomo pushed the project forward from dysfunction to construction in less than a year with the support of former President Barack Obama and the U.S. Department of Transportation. The Tappan Zee Bridge opened in 1955, and it became a vital artery for residents, commuters, travelers, and commercial traffic. Bridge traffic had grown to 140,000 vehicles per day, far more than it was designed to support. Heavy traffic, narrow lanes, and lack of emergency shoulders created unsafe driving conditions. There actually were 2 times more accidents along that bridge span than the rest of the thruway, 570-mile thruway. Hundreds of millions of dollars have been spent over the years trying to keep that bridge in repair, and it was the argument that let's spend the money on building a new bridge instead of continuing to try to maintain an unsafe bridge. So $3.98 billion project later, it was state-of-the-art technology, created jobs for thousands, and involved over 750 companies as part of the construction. The first span opened this past year in 2017, and the remainder will open this year, as well as the deconstruction of the old bridge. Looking through history provides insight on how we should move forward. The key to a successful implementation on intelligent vehicles on smart roadways will come down to the collaboration and preparation between the industry and the public sector. So Governor Cuomo was one of 4 governors that issued executive orders on autonomous vehicles. So last year, he put in place the ability for companies to apply and test their autonomous vehicles on New York State thruway, or highways, not just the thruway. And then this year, he took a step forward in the state of the state to ensure New York State remains a home for emerging technology and becomes a destination for autonomous vehicles. Governor Cuomo will champion legislation that will extend the current program and modify the statutory construct to further encourage testing within the state and prepare New York for the future integration of this technology into everyday life. Our governor sees the advantage of stepping up and getting involved, and executive leaders are the gatekeepers. The message is we need our leaders to step in and be at the table, all talking and working together. I go back to the point, either through action or inaction, this new ecosystem will move forward. We need to be enablers to make sure it evolves to the benefit of everyone, not just a few.